Children, we are now going to start with chapter 3, which is System of Linear Equations. It's a very easy and interesting chapter, and a part of it you have done in class 9 when you were learning to draw graphs over there. You know that a linear equation is given in a general form as ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. You have done this form in class 9, right? And you also know that this straight line can be this linear equation can be represented as a straight line in your xy plane, that is on a graph paper. You know that, right? Now here we are going to do system of linear equations. Actually the name of the chapter is system of pair of linear equation. So pair means two. We are going to deal with two such equations now. So to avoid any confusion, we will write it a1x, b1y, c1y equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So these are our two equations. Just make sure beta, when two equations are given, either c1 and c2 both should be on LHS or both these should be on RHS. You should not entertain such equation where, let's say, in one case your constant is on RHS, in another case your constant is on LHS. So this will not be valid. You either shift both of them to RHS or bring both of them to LHS. This is the general form given, right? Now you know a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, a1, a2, b1, b2 are the coefficients of x and y respectively. c1 and c2 are called constant terms, right? Now we have to learn how to solve a pair of linear equation. You know, if I give you single equation x plus y is equal to 5, you can find infinite many solutions to it. For every value of x, you can get a value of y, and then you know how you can find infinite values. But if I have to solve a pair of linear equation like this, we have to see the various cases possible. The beginning of this we have already done in the form of activity 6 in your maths practical file, where you have done 3 graphs over there. You were given 3 different kind of pair of equations. In one graph you found that the straight line corresponding to those equations were meeting somewhere. So when the two lines meet at a single point, we call it to have a unique solution. That is, there will be a one and only one value for x and y. X will be measured here, y from here. In another case you saw such lines are called intersecting lines. In another case you saw that two lines were parallel. Parallel means they are never going to meet. And when the lines are never going to meet, obviously they will have no solution, because we know solution is that value where the two lines are going to intersect. So such lines are known as parallel lines, and we have no solution for such kind of equations. Then you did one case where both the equations were giving you the same line, right? So one line is going over another. So such lines are known as coincident lines, right? Coincident lines. And since every point on equation 1 is lying on every point on equation 2 as well, so we say that these kind of equations have infinite many solutions, because we know a straight line can have infinite solutions on it. Arrows are represented because it can be increased in both the directions, right? So these are the 3 types of lines. I hope you drew those graphs yourself, and thus you know how to solve it graphically. Now beta, the point is, why should we waste our time in solving the equations and later realize that the graph is giving us no solution? So there is a way out. You have done this also in your activity file as an observation. I am just repeating it. By just looking at the equation, you can tell us whether it will have unique solution, no solution, or infinite many solution. What is that? Unique. As you can see, the lines are crossing each other. The lines are cross. You can make a cross in your hand. So if you have the ratios like a1 by a2 not equal to, you can relate to the cross in your hand. A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, you will have unique solution, right? If A1 by A2, ratio B1 by B2, C1 by C2, all these are equal, everything is same, that means both the lines are same, coincident lines, and therefore they will have infinite many solution. Everything is equal, all things are same, so lines are same. And if A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2, we say it has got parallel lines and thus there will be no solution, right? You have to keep in mind the vocabulary beta. For solution, the vocabulary is unique solution, infinite solution, no solution. If they ask about nature of lines, lines will be intersecting, coincident and parallel. There is one more term you need to understand, which is nature of equations. Now equations are of two types, consistent and inconsistent. If you check your dictionary for the meaning of these two terms, consistent equations are, consistent means something dependable. You can depend on something. You must have heard your teacher saying you have a consistent work habit, right? Your work habits are consistent, your behavior is consistent. That means dependable. You can depend on that person. Inconsistent, moody kind of persons. You cannot depend on them. You never know whether they are going to do your work or not. So the very first purpose of solving a pair of linear equation is to get a solution. If there are equations which are giving us solution, we can depend on those equations. So those equations will be consistent. And if a pair of equations is not giving us any solution, we will call them inconsistent. Now out of these three cases, you can see unique solution or infinite, no matter what, but we are getting solution. So these two kind of equations are consistent, and no solution means inconsistent equations. Alright, please do this type of work. Go through this video again and again. I'll be sending you next video shortly. Take care. Bye.